Welcome. In front of me I have the REALME 14T, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device and its specifications. So let's just get straight into this now. Oh, there we go. I need to get my little tool to cut in there. So based on the size of the box, I can already see that there is not going to be a charger, and there was somewhere. There we go. This icon showing that it doesn't have a charger, or wait. I'm kind of confused. There's two of them, so does it mean that I have a? Oh, I think it just refers that I can use a 5 to 45 watt USB power delivery charger. Cool. Anyway, I just open it up, make it real. Now, at the time of the recording this video, this phone has not been released yet, and because of that, I also have no idea what the price of this device will be. It's been provided to me by REALME, but they have, well, nothing to say about it, or nothing. Basically, what I'm about to say is just kind of my own perspective of it. But obviously, as there's no price for this device, at least that I know of yet, kind of saying if this is a good or bad device might be a bit harder, considering there is no bad device, there's just bad pricing. So anyway, taking out the device, it's in a pretty interesting color. Like I mentioned, no charger, looks like it. We do have a Type A to Type C charging cable, and our SIM eject tool. Now it looks like there's no paperwork, but I am assuming that in the actual release of this device, number one, there probably would be some kind of plastic wrapping around this silicone case, and some paperwork like manual instruction and all that stuff. And let me just fix up something, because it seems like I am a little bit overexposed right here. Hopefully that will help. Something about the lighting just doesn't look right to me. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. Now let's put it up, and at the back of the box, if I can grab it, we have just a couple informations that already kind of paints a nice picture about the device. Dimensity 6300, it's a 5G chipset, 120 Hz AMOLED display, 6000 mAh battery, and an IP69, nice. Top tier waterproof rating, and yeah, so on paper it's closer to like a low-end device, considering the Dimensity 6300 isn't super fast. But let me quickly just get a feel for it. That's pretty slow, at least at the beginning, but it did just literally boot up, so I'm going through the setup. You can kind of see how well the device responds. Looks like it comes with a couple pre-loaded applications. Yep, so I was just messing around here just so I can see how well it responds, and you can see that it's not the fastest device. There's some choppiness happening on a fresh device, so it's not all smooth. 120 Hz refresh rate here, I feel like it's just a little bit too much of a refresh rate, considering the processor isn't good enough to even drive this stock Android experience at this kind of frame rate. You can see this just kind of flipping through. So it's starting to be a little bit better. Okay, yeah, so now it's actually picking up. So maybe it was just loading up stuff, and oh, there we go. There was like this stir stepping right here. So yeah, personally, I feel like this device could have used a faster processor and then reduce the refresh rate from 120 to maybe like 90. The fact that it has an AMOLED display is just so good. It gives you these perfect kind of black levels. So if I go into settings right here, or there we go, dark mode, anything that is right here around fully black, these are pixels just completely turned off. They are not wasting any energy there. So basically, contrast levels are just infinite, as pixels are literally turned off. So yeah, it's gonna look fantastic, and then any kind of bright scenes will look also great because of the fact that anything here is self-lit as well. So yeah, pretty good here. And I don't see any kind of information about ratings for this device. It is a kind of pre-release version, so I don't know if it has any kind of like HDR supports or anything like that, but considering this is an AMOLED display, it, I presume, would be supporting some kind of HDR, possibly 10 plus. And in terms of other things like brightness and stuff like that, there's no mention yet. But brightness, you can see right now indoors right here, it's pretty bright. So it looks like it's, though this is kind of a guess, it's hard to give you a actual number, but it seems like something around 2000 nits. Peak brightness obviously might be completely different, as peak brightness is something that the device can just boost up to when it has a high intense light, for instance like sunlight. So you will see some devices just boost like super bright for shorter periods of time. So in that case, peak brightness might be much higher than what the device actually displays on a daily basis. Now, so continuing on, let's talk about the cameras. And in terms of cameras, we just have what looks to be a single camera. I'm not even gonna pretend that this is a camera. It's literally a sticker at this point. And that sticker supposedly is a 2 megapixel something. Now, the main sensor is a 50 megapixel f1.8 aperture wide sensor. So that's going to be obviously good enough camera to get you any kind of photos that you'll need. It won't be popping out some like amazing photos. Just to kind of maybe showcase this quickly. Let's see what we're dealing here with. Okay. It's not much stabilization for the camera, as holding it just kind of wobbles around. I can see it's not bad. It's on a softer side, but like I said, it's gonna get you through anything that you need. It won't compare to flagships, but it's going to be close enough, I would say. If you're buying a phone like this, which I presume will be more of a budget kind of device in terms of the specifications and all that stuff, I think the camera right here is very good for what I presume the price will be. Now, I am only presuming this, and I'm not gonna say the price, as I don't even know if what I'm thinking this device will come out will be the reality, but I am expecting it to be closer to the low end of a spectrum of pricing for the phones, as it is running a lower end processor and generally just has like technically one camera and 8 gigabytes of RAM. So these are all things that you would expect from a budget device. And also the build quality is also budget, so we have plastic frame, plastic back right here that obviously is designed to cut away costs. And outside of that, we do have a whopping 6000 mAh battery in here, so that's pretty good. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the silicon carbon based battery, as it is 6000. So yeah. Now, in terms of charging speeds, we are looking at 45 watts of charging speed. No wireless charging, but still 45 watts is a good charging speed for a budget device. And it is also coincidentally charging as fast as Samsung Galaxy's S25 Ultras, which are Samsung's flagship phones. and this seemingly budget device charges as quick. So I just wanted to point that out because Samsung obviously is doing something wrong. And comes with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, and you can boost it up to 256. Now, this isn't all the storage that it can have, as if I bring up the SIM eject tool, we should, yep, there we go, have an expandable storage. So you can pop in an SD card and extend it even further. So you could go for the 128 GB storage model and slap in like a 0.5 TB SD card in here and just have heaps and heaps of storage. So that's pretty good. So that's basically everything that there is to say about the device. Actually no, one last thing that I didn't mention is the selfie camera, and that houses right here a 16 megapixel f2.5 aperture 24mm wide lens. Now with the back camera, which I didn't mention, you can record videos at 1080p up to 60 frames, so that's actually pretty good for something that I presume will be a budget device, as most of them usually cap you to like 30. So 60 here, pretty good. Though the selfie is capped to 30 at 1080p, so this is more common, I would say. So there we go. All in all, to give you kind of like a conclusion right here, we have a really good display for the device, being an AMOLED at 120 Hz refresh rate, a really big battery at 6000 mAh with a fast charging of 45 watts, expandable storage, and a serviceable camera. That is just a little bit, I would say, held back by the lower end processor, but this is to be expected if this device is going to be a budget phone. I wouldn't obviously expect a budget phone to come with a Snapdragon 8 Elite or anything like that. So this is to be expected from a device, and already considering this would I presume will be a budget device, it already comes with additional things like, for instance, AMOLED display, which will be fantastic, high refresh rate, which is just a caveat, like cherry on top to that AMOLED display, and a big battery. I think this will be a pretty good device all in all, if you're looking obviously for a lower end phone. In terms of higher end, you will find better devices that will run most certainly faster and take better photos. But with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.